welcome to Exploring History Through Food. I'm Laynie, and I am here with
Evan.
Evan, thank you for joining us today. Today we are looking at the American Civil War and a dish from each the North and the South.
Not the generals and the battles?
Well, with the food, we'll have some history spread around. Let's start with Captain Sanderson's commissary beef stew.
So Union soldiers were issued salt, pork, or fresh beef, hardtack, coffee, sugar, sometimes beans. Fresh vegetables weren't always guaranteed.
Exactly, so they improvised. Salted beef, whatever vegetables they could find, all boiled in one pot. It softened tough meat, stretched rations, fed more men. Fun fact, commissary just means military support system. Supply system. Sorry, I messed up my own fun fact. If the wagons made it through, you ate. If they didn't, you didn't.
And while the Union had stronger supply lines, especially with the Union blockade limiting southern imports, shortages were still happening on both sides.
Exactly. So the stew wasn't comfort food. It just meant you weren't going hungry. So let's try it.
All right.
If you don't mind.
Yeah, I'll serve you.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
How much you want? A couple spoonfuls?
Yeah, sure. It's really, I don't know what.
I don't want to make a mess. I'm making a mess, though.
I mean, the
There
1800s
you go.
were messy.
Yeah, all right.
Thank you. So appreciate it. It ladles well.
It does.
I don't know if ladle
consistency.
rating is something we do. All right, are you ready?
Yeah.
All right. I like it.
It's not bad.
No. I mean, there's not a lot going on.
Yeah, but it's stew.
Exactly. And is there ever really a lot going on in stew?
Depends on the stew.
I guess that's true. Now we're rhyming.
I'm a fan.
I'm a fan.
Yeah.
I'd give it a 7 out of 10.
Yeah,
think.
I'd probably be in the same ballpark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A good, sick moment. If you're sick, maybe go back to the roots
Yeah.
a little bit. But let's move on to these in this area.
Johnny cakes.
Johnny cakes.
Cornmeal, water, salt, and that's it.
Exactly. The simplicity goes back to Native American cooking traditions. By the Civil War, it was common everywhere, especially in the South where wheat was scarce.
Soldiers could mix it in camp and cook it on a skillet, or if needed, a shovel over an open fire. No yeast, no rising, just dense and filling.
Exactly. Again, not indulgent. The 1800s weren't a time to be indulgent, but it is practical.
All right, we'll see how these taste.
Let's try it. Okay.
You gonna serve me up this time?
Yes, I will. How many would you like?
I will take one Johnny cake,
Just
please.
one?
Yes.
I guess you would do ration.
Yes.
Emphasis on the
Yeah,
ration.
everybody's got to eat.
For sure, for sure. And then would you like any syrup? This is not from the 1800s, but...
I'll take just a bit.
Okay. Well, I mean, they had syrup around at that time, I'm
Yeah,
assuming.
straight from the tree, I imagine.
Straight from the tree, for sure. Which is also where this comes from, of course.
Yes.
Just a more modern way of doing it. Oh, gosh. Oh, goodness. All right.
All right, whenever you're ready.
Okay, I'm going to go in with my hands because it
Yeah,
feels a little
same.
tough for the
Yeah.
fork, but I think I'm ready. Okay. Nothing there.
Nothing.
No. If you bit into a sponge,
Yes.
I think that might be
Yeah.
what this tastes like. And the color is reminiscent of a sponge.
It is, yeah. It feels a bit, not feels, it looks a bit like pancakes and syrup. It does not taste that way, however.
Have you ever had an expired Eggo waffle?
No, but I could imagine.
I think this might be it, in all honesty. Yeah. And you know what? I'm going to have to give it a 2 out of 10. Real
Okay.
low.
Yeah, I'd probably go lower. But that's okay,
I go low, you go lower.
because taste isn't the point.
Right.
But hey, with these, at least you don't have to worry about breaking your teeth like you do with hardtack.
This is so true because
Yeah.
we both have definitely had hardtack.
Yes.
Looking at this now, it feels rustic, very comforting maybe, but back then it was just fuel.
Yeah, food wasn't art yet like it is today.
No, exactly, like Eggo waffles, artistic.
Yes.
That's the difference. Today it's a taste of history. In the 1800s, it was just survival.
Yeah. Well, that's all we have time for today. This has been Exploring History Through Food. Thank you for joining us.